Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sony Cool and this is Gems of War. And today we're gonna be going over Guild Wars. I'm gonna set my defend. I'm gonna look at my offensive team, get my offensive team ready. And then it's Tuesday, so we'll be doing the faction event. It's Eldrazhor, so high, mid, low, deathless, and pure faction 500. I'm gonna try, man, you know? I'm gonna try to get all that done. Should be able to. I don't see why not. But we're going to start with Guild Wars. Let me set the stream up, of course. I'll run an auto battle while we wait. And we'll see if the AI can beat Epic Trial of Zalkari number 3. So yeah, I got a thumbnail, I got everything. I just got to set it up, do the stuff. Then I'll check on the chat, and then we'll get going. So watch as the AI, the auto battle, tries to beat the third Epic Trial fight. Alright, copy that. I got Blighted Lands, Guild Wars, Defense, Offense, Eldrazhor teams, high, mid, and low. That's what HML is, high, mid, and low, and pure 500. We usually do that on stream. It's not like, hey, this is what I did 5 years ago. I do it on stream. Sometimes we lose. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. Most of the time we win, though, I'd say. Majority. Because, you know, pure 500 is one of the hardest things in the game. Might take a couple tries. So it's realistic. I'm not always going to win on my first try. Hit that thumb, finger it, please. Turn in your ticket to the train. Let's go. Gems of War live stream. Gems of War Delve guide. I'll go over Guild Wars more in general as well. Today, but we also stream on Friday and Saturday, so we'll be doing a lot of Guild Wars then as well. So, mostly setting our defend today, looking at our offense, and then getting into Eldrazhor. The Guild Wars portion might not be super long, depending on how long it takes to do my defend. Which I can do, I checked. I'm pretty sure I can set my defend right now. Gems of War Guild Wars, Gems of War Eldrazhor. Eldrazhor. I'll even spell it wrong for tags. Eldrazhor. Some people maybe don't put the H. I don't know. Gems of War Eldrazhor Pure.
Mana Surge.
Alright, let's see here. Gems of War Eldrazhor. Okay. Let's not do that then. Guild Wars 2025. So for doing some more tags, because I don't know, people might look this one up. Defense team. See, that's not searching that. You're gonna have to. It's gonna be different for everybody. So you're searching up Gems of War Guild Wars defense team. It might not help you, because you don't know which one you're going to have to defend. I guess you could choose one that someone else did. But you might have to figure it out on your own. But I can show you like how to do it. Gems of War Guild War. New Guild Wars? Okay, I got a bunch of tags there. Copy those. Put them in the description.
Mana Surge.
Okay, save all that. I got a thumbnail. Okay. And we're speaking English. We're playing Gems of War 2014. Save that. Let's turn the monetization down. Why does it never save the game title?
Mana Surge.
Save it. Alright, monetization. Turn it down. Schedules. 18. Different times. Save. Alright, jump into the chat. Let's see who's here. So far, we have Daniel, Lucas, and Chad the Clip Bomb, who's been a member for 49 months. Thank you so much for the continued support. I remember you. Appreciate it, Chad. That is over 4 years now, man. You're 4 years old. As far as membership goes, you're 4 years old. So happy birthday to Chad almost. You know, 1 month over. 4 years. Pretty cool. Really long. Alright, we're exactly halfway through the month, just by the way. Let's do this. I'm gonna put my phone on as backup, and then we'll get started.
Mana
Just in
surge.
case I lose my chat or something. Say it crashes like it used to. I don't know. Okay. Why is that? Okay. Alright, I'm ready. Let's see. Looks like we're winning. You know, we can summon. We can summon here. We summoned twice, it looks like. Maybe, yeah, twice. So it looks like we would probably win. I mean, they only got the 2 troops. Yep, there we go, see? So looking like we would win this. I don't want to sit here and wait, though. So I'm going to turn off autoplay. And I'm going to run away, because I've already beat every single epic trial, so I don't need to watch that. But it just shows that, at least on my account, the AI, the auto battle can beat epic trials. So most likely it could on yours as well. I think my mic is hitting my shirt. I'm trying to get it out of my nose and mouth. So sorry if it just made a noise. Alright, let's go. Guild Wars. There's one thing, as far as Tower of Doom, I don't know, I think somebody mentioned it in the chat yesterday, maybe, but in my guild chat they say we're using something called Sid Bushes, I think it is. If your guild's not already doing that, I haven't looked at it yet. It says, is anybody familiar with this? sidbushes.com/gym/tower. So maybe check on that if you're not already doing that. I think it's similar to Terran's World, little spreadsheet that they had for Tower of Doom, which is it's way better if you can just go to an external spreadsheet and just fill in the, check some boxes and do some drop-down menus, and it's way easier than typing it all in the chat and stuff. All right, here we go. This is my Guild Wars. My guild's keep is the first option. So this is going to show us our keep and where we have, who's defending where, I guess. So right now it looks like nobody's defending at all anywhere. So we can choose whatever we want, but it just opened up this morning, so that's not surprising. So the only place you can't defend is the gate. So we're gonna choose, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do the palace. I feel like people, we've always had people at the palace. So I don't know if I want to choose the palace or not. Even though if we have no defense right now, maybe setting a defense at the palace would be cool. I might change it. I think for now I will do the palace because since nobody's defending it yet, and I just want to make sure we're at least defending it. But later on I might change my defense if I can. I only set my defense once, ever, and it was, I think, Wargear. It's because it was open at the time. It's not like I didn't choose it. But since I can choose, maybe I'll do blue. Nobody's here. Yeah, I wonder if I can change it after this. I'm pretty sure people are going to defend the palace. I don't want to be like one of 3 options at the palace. I would rather be, I'd rather choose like later, closer to when it locks in, so I can choose one that like no one's defending yet. Because I don't know, I just like to do that to make sure we have something in every spot, so they don't get like a free ride anywhere. But since no one's chose anything yet, I think it's most important to do the palace. So that's how I feel about it. Just to reiterate, if no one's defending anything, make sure you defend the palace. If you're getting in there a little bit later than everybody else and they already chose places to defend, try to choose a spot with no defense yet. Because you don't want to give the enemy guild a free ride, So if people are defending, you'll be able to tell by the little circles under the name. They should be filled in, I think. So if you click on the palace, there's nobody there. The triangle, the square, the L1. There would be people there. Go here, same thing, nobody there. So we're gonna do the blue, I guess. I'm not the best at setting defense, so I almost don't want to do the palace. But I want to see like if I set one, can I choose elsewhere? Does anybody know? Like once you choose a spot to defend, can you like opt out of that and go choose a different one if you want to, like tomorrow? Chad is also a puppet master. Gotta say that. Timothy's here. Hi, how's it going? It might be part of the Terranium. Terran did save the TOD spreadsheets. We can set up our guild wars already. Yeah, I think today, like, was the first day. I guess I'm going to choose the palace, man, because nobody's here. But I guess we'll experiment with it and see if I can, let's choose it and then see if I can go somewhere else, maybe. Alright, I think I can. I hit this. Do you want to stop defending this location in Guild Wars? Okay, so I can. So no harm, no foul. I think I will just do the palace for now, and then if like 2 other people also defend the palace, I might check on it like Wednesday night. I think that's the latest you could do it. Like Wednesday night, I might check on our defense, and if there's already somebody else at the palace and nobody at the shrine, for example, doing war gear, I'll just go do war gear. So I think it's most important to have something in every spot. Of course, you want something at the palace, but if somebody's already there, I would switch to somewhere else. But for now, I guess I'll defend the palace. I just don't want to be the only one here, because I'm not amazing at defense. I'm okay. I'd rather have somebody that's amazing here than me. But since no one's here yet, I guess I'll do it. Alright, so how do I... Alright, here we go. We got blue. So thinking of blue, what is, like, annoying? We gotta think like sweaty wrestlers, y'all. We want to get our team up. So first thing I'm going to look at is empowered. Because empowered is very annoying. I'm going to type in empower. Alright, so we got lots of options here. Got lots of empowered options. I can do purple. I can do green. I can do yellow. Red. Purple, green, yellow, red. Yellow again. Purple, green, yellow, red. Yellow again. Purple again. Green again. So it's purple, green, yellow, red. So what we're gonna want to have like purple, green, yellow, or red as our main like damage dealer or whatever. You know, plus blue. So blue, yellow, blue, red, blue, purple, blue, green, something like that. That's what we're gonna want. Especially yeah. Something with, like, all 3 of those colors, pretty much. So, purple, green, yellow, red. We want some combination of that. Let's clear filter. Base rarity. What's our mythics? Remember, you don't want to choose Stellarix and you don't want to choose Wand for defense. Make sure not to do that. Like, Chrysantherax I could choose. You just kind of want it also to be fast. You want to be, like... hitting the enemy quickly with something very annoying. Like, I could think of, what about the Grey King? The Grey King is very annoying. So we could use the Grey King as our main, or even Pycea. Pycea, the Grey King, these are troops I think of when I think of Guild Wars Defend so far. Takshaka. Might try to make a little Grey King team. Got the Grey King. He is... purple and brown. We can do an empowered converter on purple now. Let's do that. So we'll do empowered. Okay, now we gotta find a purple convert. Brown to purple. We got Eldritch Minion. We got Bane of Mercy. Probably do her. So far we got the Grey King and the Bane of Mercy. Probably going to want to do a weapon. Like a hero, like Elementalist. We got blue. We could do the Ruby weapon. And we have 2 true damage. Or we could do... You know one that's really annoying? Trick and Treat. Is Trick and Treat blue? I hate that one. I hate when people have that one. Might not be here. Might not be the right color. But yeah, if you have a defend team, if you have Trick and Treat, that thing is so annoying. Maybe not. Maybe the Ruby weapon. Alright, the Ruby weapon is red, blue, and brown, so maybe I will do, I will do the one that converts to red now. You're not hoping to win like every fight. You're just hoping everything lines up occasionally to like kill people quickly and you know. Let's do Empower again. And we'll choose the one that's red. That was the Taipan. And then we will, as our class, we'll choose probably Elementalist. Like I said, I'm not trying to make the best defend team ever. I'm just hoping to kill a couple people, you know, defend a couple times. And we're going to freeze them. We're immune to freeze, which is good. Don't really have much here. We'll do Stone Circle. Dust Storm is probably fine. I think we got 2 brown troops. We could Submerge. That way they can't hit us. And I think I'm going to do maybe blue or brown here. Maybe brown, so we got a brown storm possibly. And Fortitude. Alright, so we got Elementalist, our banner. We got 2 brown, we got 2 blue. And what's a color we don't use at all? Yellow's not super important. We could do yellow. Okay. So I'm gonna start with this. I'm not, no, I'm not married to it. If somebody else wants to defend the palace, by all means, please come defend the palace with something better than this. But just to get us, it's something here. We got the ruby weapon. He's going to do true damage to all enemies, then create 3 booty gems and explode 5 gems. Our hero is also elemental, which I could do the Miraji Queen. That might be smarter. Hold on. Instead of Taipan, I could do Miraji Queen. Miraji Queen's blue, and I could 50% start my hero. I think that's smarter. Might be smart. I think I'm going to do Miraji Queen. That'll be a guaranteed 50% start. Instead of like a maybe. Do this. Alright, now we got 2 curse options. Yellow to purple. And now I almost want to do Taipan because I got 2 red troops. I'm really trying to get up the Grey King though, and he is blocked by everything except for purple, but this thing could make purple. So our hero's getting 50% started. That's going to be its way of getting up. The Grey King is the Bane of Mercy, turning yellow to purple is going to be his way of getting up. And then we can curse him, Elementalist. I wouldn't want to fight this team, you know? I wouldn't want to fight this team, so it's kind of how you do it. Maybe there's a better weapon. But the ruby weapon's pretty strong, and we're doing like a true damage thing, which could wipe somebody out in like 2 or 3 shots. I think I'm going to stick with it, but just to take a look. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Like, I want to have something that can do damage other than just the Grey King, so I don't want to do like a mana generating weapon or... Plus the ruby weapon does damage, it does true damage, so does the Grey King, and it explodes, so it does a little bit of mana generation too. It's like the best you can get. Alright, I think I'm gonna lock that in. Double brown, or not lock it in, but set it. Okay, this might be better actually, blue-brown. I'm kind of hoping like the brown falls. We match the brown from the brown storm. I think I'll stick with brown. Alright, so that's my team. For the palace. We got Ruby Weapon, the Grey King, Mirage Queen, the Bane of Mercy, Elementalist, Double Brown, Blue, minus Yellow. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. If I was gonna pick, if I could pick any other one, I've already done Wargear before, so I might pick that. But I don't know. I was looking at Undead maybe. I could do Dragon. Dragon might be easy. Giant's probably not bad. I wouldn't want to do Knight. I don't think. I wouldn't want to do Rogue. I don't think. Like those are two. Like Wargear's not even. Wargear is Lord of Slaughter though. You could do Lord of Slaughter. But Rogue, Knight, Wargear, probably not the easiest. But Blue is pretty easy. Giant, Undead, Dragon. But you want to be like... You don't want to just like... If you're like... I don't know. Make sure you're decent before you start setting like a team at the Palace. Or even the Lair, Crypt, and Warrior's Tower. Those are closer... Those are more worth more points if somebody wins. So... Anyway, that's defense. We got it. Alright, leaderboards. We're in 16th. I think we went down a little bit, actually. We haven't been undefeated, so... And the ELO system isn't exactly perfect yet. I've heard of people, like, going undefeated, or they only lose, like, one fight, and they're still going down. So, it's still shaking out. It's still not perfect. But we're in 16th. I think we were in, like, 12th. So we went down, like, 4 slots. We don't lose. We've only lost... I think last Guild Wars we only lost like once, maybe? Maybe twice? I think only once. But there's only 4 days, so if you lose once, you went 3-1. Well, maybe somebody else went 4-0. But still pretty good. Top 20. Almost top 15. This is where you buy stuff, so I'm not doing that. Rewards are right here. You would start getting this after we start fighting and stuff. Not fighting yet. But we gotta make our offensive team. We'll have to do that in our collection. Hopefully we have an open slot. It's our Maelstrom Dagonath. Campaign in the ass. Thought I had an open slot or a class event one. Here we go. All right, we can do this. All right, edit. Stop it. What am I doing? Oh my goodness. Manage team. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. All right. Let's rename it. We'll put it Blighted Lands or something. There we go. You usually try to set up a double empowered summoning team for defense, right? Me too. That's what you should do. Something that's annoying. Just think of teams that annoy you or that beat you. That's how I used to... people used to want to know how to set defense in like PvP, because we used to have to do PvP an entirely different way. You would have to have a defense team set like 24/7 because PvP would happen like all week, like every week, all week. That's how PvP used to go. And you would just go to tier 1 and get your glory keys and stuff. It wasn't like Guild Wars. I mean, it used to be Guild Wars and that, but you would set a defense team. And what I'd always tell people is, if you want to have a good defense team, just any team that you lose to, remember that team or copy that team and make it your defense team. So if it's beating you, it can probably beat other people. Or if you fight a team and it's just super annoying and you retreat or you hate it, like, remember it, man. Use it against other people. So maybe you're playing Guild Wars this week. Just remember every fight, and if you ever lose, remember what you lost to, and just keep it in your head. Like, okay, I lost to that whatever team it was, you know? Trick and treat with 2 empowered troops with whatever. Queen Beatrix or something. Like, just remember it, and then you can set it as your defend next time. The best way to get better at setting defense is remember the ones that either beat you or gave you trouble, and just use it against other people. Okay, so Blighted Lands. So we're gonna have to use troops from Blighted Lands, and I think weapons from Blighted Lands too. I don't think we can use just any weapon we want this time. The time when you can use any weapon you want is when it's like a troop restriction, because there's no, you can't filter weapons by like goblin, right? But if you can filter the weapon by, if it's a kingdom restriction or a color restriction, it's gonna affect the weapon too, I'm pretty sure. So I think this week we're gonna have to use Blighted Lands weapons. Well, let's look at the troops first. I mean, we could look at the weapons. Let's put them both on Blighted Lands. We already kind of looked at this real quickly. Let's do show all as well, because you guys might have some stuff that I don't have. When I was looking at the weapons, the only one that really made sense to me was either Fiendfire or Gatekeeper. That's pretty much it. Fiendfire, Gatekeeper. Most likely, I'm going to use Gatekeeper, because I don't think I'm going to, like, build my whole team around Fiendfire. What up, Yoke? Yep, you were right. You can set them Tuesday. Can't do it Monday, but you can do it Tuesday. So I think we're gonna have to use this like almost no matter what. About to put it over there. There's not that many options, so almost have to use that Gatekeeper weapon. Just keep that in mind. Alright, and I don't have Astaroth, which doesn't seem too bad. I mean, you're gonna do damage to all enemies, but the cool part is the demonic portal gems will help like give you even more summoning ability. So I'm not saying like I endorse it or think you should use it, but I don't think it's like a horrible choice if that's what you want to do. It's not going to do like a ton of damage because it's hard to boost it and it's only 54 and it's probably not going to like be able to kill the whole enemy team, but he would be an okay like other thing for his demonic portal gems. 50% chance to create one demonic portal gem when my turn begins, then you can blow them up and you have a summon. Like another summon. What happened to, what happened? I don't have it in base rarity. Alright, Omniscia I don't think is good. I wouldn't want to use her, I don't think. Immortal Fernax, if I had that, I would use it. I just don't have it. He's pretty cool. He'd be a cool one to put in first slot. Succubus Queen might be my best option, believe it or not, for me. It's gonna do true damage. It's got a summon on it. I might use her. That or Archdukey. Just like if he misses, nothing happens. I guess a summon. Doing physical damage. Doing physical damage. If he misses, though, like, pretty much nothing happens except for that. At least if she summons no matter what. And 127 true damage is pretty good. And then it also does physical and true. It's going to do true damage to your target, then it's going to do physical to the thing above it and below it. And then it will summon no matter what when you cast it. Might use her, and just because it's Blighted Lands, you know? Like, I wouldn't use her otherwise, but maybe I can use this as my tank, too. Do I have it? Oh, it's the only one I don't have, of course. The only Sentinel I don't have. I got 5 Sentinels. That's the only one I don't have. Oh, well. I was thinking an Empowered Converter, probably, would be the other thing. So let's type that in. Let's see what we got. We have Herald of Damnation, Lamash 2, Inferno Voyager. That just does skulls, though, so we really have Herald of Damnation or Lamash 2. Blue gems to purple, we don't have any purple. And yellow to purple, we don't have any purple. So we probably want something with some purple on it. We'll keep Lamash 2 in mind. Let's clear this out. Nope, go away. How do you make it go away? How do you make it go away, except for clearing the entire filter? Oh well. Okay, something with some purple on it, man. Because, like, what else are you gonna do for mana generation? You need... I kind of want, like, 2 things that mana generate and 2 things that do damage. So... And I don't think there's anything else that can do very good mana generation, right? Amnesia is too high of a mana cost, and it's a mythic, so you don't want that. Closet, no. Nightmare, no. None of this. None of that. None of that. None of this. Nothing. 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 Yeah, you're pretty much stuck with, like, that empowered converter, so you almost need to have a purple troop on your team. But, alright, Chad, we'll see you, man. And I almost want something purple that's gonna then do some sort of mana generate, like maybe Infernal King. Brown to red, that could get up Succubus. It's using purple, which nothing else is using purple yet. Green to skull, brown to red, scatter damage. Plus it could resurrect. Maybe. Got Nocturnia. Heavy splash damage to an enemy. Burn and disease all affected enemies. They're 20% chance. Another chance to summon. Fell Dragon. Fell Hydra. Hellcat. Hellcat or Infernal King? At least with Hellcat we could choose a color. We could, like, make it happen. But Infernal King has 25% chance to resurrect. Might go with this. Alright, let's do maybe Lamash too. Wherever she is. Could do that. Way there's another barrier between. You know, Succubus Queen will be in the most protected slot. She'll get red from Infernal King. She also can catch green. We got the King and the Queen with the Gatekeeper. But does Gatekeeper need to be in first slot? Can it be somewhere else so it's not dying? We put Infernal King in first slot. Because he only has a 25% chance if he dies, right? So if he's in first slot, he could get destroyed by skulls real quick, and then 25% chance resurrect. I think I'm going to do that. Like maybe Infernal King, Gatekeeper, Succubus Queen, Lamash too. Brown to red. Green to skull. Alright. And we kind of have to do Elementalist, which kind of sucks, but I mean, it doesn't suck, it's just like we don't have 50% start. It's going to be a little bit slow, but you almost have to do it. I stick with Snap Freeze, Insulated. We could do Thunder Fist. Dust Storm, sure. Deluge, because we're not in first slot. Brown, sure, because I want to get up my weapon. And then Banner. Got all yellow. And I really need to get that weapon up, so I think I'm going to go brown. Yellow, brown. There's nothing to minus, though, then. Purple I don't want to minus because Infernal King. Green I don't want to minus because of Succubus Queen. Yellow, we got yellow, purple, brown, green, red. We're missing blue. Yellow, green, minus blue. Like the best bet. I don't know. This is probably what I'm gonna do. I make a team. We can go try it though. We can go try it. See if it works. Alright, let's take it somewhere like PvP. Go to Central Spire. Unless there's something else like yellow. Nope. Nope. Nowhere to go. Central Spire's best bet anyway, if you want to test a team. Quick battle. Start by choosing an easy team so we can... just get used to it. I don't know if I have Anu on. I definitely want Anu. I want like 2 Orpheus and an Anu, I think. Alright, so we're hoping for Lamash 2, which is yellow to purple. We don't got it though, but our Elementalist is already doing work, so that's good. I really want like brown. Brown. Brown chicken, brown cow. Brown chicken, brown cow. Taking us a while to get up. Might be the problem. Brown chicken, brown cow. Oh no. I don't know. Yeah, we're still not up, man. You really want to be up already if you're going to be doing guild wars like this, so... Eek. Got Succubus Queen. Alright, we got everybody now. Just took a while. And they're firing off. Could be trouble. Are we going to lose against the easiest people? Alright, we got 165, baby. So I'm gonna hit maybe Flaming Oni there before he casts. And it's right in the middle. We killed that. Do have a lot of summoning, so even if we lose troops, kinda like planning for it. Like the Infernal King is almost supposed to die. Alright, we do have it, so it's green to skull and brown to red. We got the green to skull. Alright, so we're just not getting Lamash 2 at all. I think I just want to kill Takshaka, though. Okay. What do we got? What do we got? Purple. And 86 scatter damage. 86 scatter damage. We won, but it was really slow. I don't know. I need to put my Anu on. We'll try again with the Anu on. Could be a tough week. For me, at least. I got an Anu on. Oh, no. Already had it on. Put 2 Orpheus on. Alright, we'll go harder. We gotta see. The problem is, like, Infernal King, 18 mana cost. I might want to switch these back. We gotta hurry up and get something going. It was too slow, so I'm gonna put that in first slot. Gotta get going faster. Alright, we have Lamash 2 this time. That's good. That's what you're hoping for. Anytime you're using an empowered converter, you're hoping you have the conversion. Hey, and we got a kill. Like, the only empowered converters in Blighted Lands do purple, so that's why I'm using Infernal King. I wanted some sort of purple. I mean, you could do Fiendfire, I guess, but then you lose your turn after you cast. Might as well. It's gonna get up. We got some. I think I'll just do it. Okay. Purple. Yellow, but we're frozen on yellow, so don't forget that. Got our weapon. Alright, we win again. I don't know. I'm not super excited about it, but it's our first look, our first team. We're still tweaking it a little. That was a better win. It was kind of a weaker team, even though I chose a harder team. Alright, here we go. Here's the hardest team we could face. But we still got Succubus Queen summons. Infernal King might summon. Our hero can summon. Okay, we're facing 2 Chrysantheraxes. Nice. So we gotta be careful. Gotta play it like Guild Wars too. Like, every move is super important. I could take blue into brown here. I could take brown into blue into hopefully brown, maybe. No, I don't use blue, but I want the brown. Got a lot of brown. We're getting yellow. Should have looked at my Lamash 2 more. And we got our weapon. They almost have their first Chrysantherax, though. Now let's look at this. Green to skull, brown to red. Don't have green to skull, don't have brown to red. We have Lamash 2. It's yellow to purple. Don't have that either. So I guess we do Gatekeeper. Alright, now we got everybody. Okay, look for our conversions again. We do have Lamash 2. It would be free damage. Infernal King, green to skull. Nope. Brown to red. Nope. I think I'm gonna do Lamash 2 just because I don't want... I don't know. It's free damage. Might change the board up a little bit. Now we can look for our Infernal King again, which we still don't have. Okay, so we're probably gonna have to do Succubus Queen. 155. We can go ahead and do the one that's about to cast just so it doesn't hit us. It's not the best idea, I know. It's not like the best, but it'll still hit the one below it and it'll kill it before it casts. At least I think it does. Maybe it kills it and it doesn't? That's stupid. Maybe Succubus Queen is kind of dumber than I think. Like, if it kills the thing, does it still do the charm? It says charm an enemy. It says that first. You think that would... I wonder if she's working the way she's supposed to work. Does she still charm even though she's killing? Or not? We'll have to check that out next time we cast her. So that time she was supposed to... I guess it was because it was entangled, maybe? So it didn't do the attack? Could be why. Let's do our Gatekeeper because we don't have Infernal King. Green to skull and brown to red. We don't have that, so... Green to skull, brown to red. We still don't have it. Let's get our weapon up again. Alright, let's do this.
Mana surge.
Green to skull, brown to red. Come on. We got brown to red. Let's go. Alright, they're dead. Let's do this. We got Succubus Queen. With them being entangled so much, they're never gonna do the charm, but I guess, oh well. Let's just take the skulls for now because they're all tied up. They don't really have anything going on.
Mana surge.
I might accidentally... Alright. Hey, I mean, we're 3-0, but, yeah, I don't know. So far, so good. Let's do, like, 2 more fights against the hardest competition we can. So, you see how they're... I go by their level, I don't know. I guess you could go by team score, though. I usually go by their level. It's 1405, you get 3 trophies, so I consider this as the hardest one. So I'm getting the most reward for doing it. That's why I'm choosing this. I get 3 trophies, I get 46 VP, you know? So that's why I choose it. Alright, 2 more fights. We'll see if we can go 5-0. It's just an option for you. If you have Astaroth or Immortal Fernax, especially Immortal Fernax, you might want to use that. Alright, do we have it? We do. Right here. A good start. We could take purple, get skulls too. Ah, we have it. There goes their hero. Let's take the yellow, it's up higher, and we don't have lightning strike. Now we take the skulls, get a kill, and just kill them. Alright, we're 4-0. Alright, here we go. Last fight. Let's see if we can go undefeated with this thing. We haven't even lost a troop yet. And like part of this team's build is to summon. The hero summons, Infernal King can summon, Succubus Queen summons. It's a lot of summoning. Alright, we got it. Let's do it again. 3 damage. Lots of purple. And now we have this. Kind of what we want to see. I'm going to take this up so I can get skulls too. Alright, maybe purple to get... just to get our Infernal King. Okay, green to skull, brown to red. We don't really have it. So, man, kind of sucks. We don't really have much going on at the moment. So I'll just take the skulls. Hopefully we'll get the Infernal King. Still don't have anything. Huh. I'm gonna take yellow. Okay. Still don't have much. Take red, I guess. Alright, we got our weapon now. And we have Infernal King right here. Alright, got that first slot, did. Succubus Queen can take out pretty much whoever we want. It's been one-shotting every single time. So if we target... Let's watch this time. I'm going to target the Possessed King. Let's see if he actually does charm damage to the King of the Ravens and the Mambasira. It should. There we go, nice. So it is working. It's just if they're entangled, they won't do the charm thing. That's what happened the first time. I probably should have checked Lamash too there. Let's do Gatekeeper. We win again, man. I don't know what to say. It doesn't feel like the most awesome team ever, but it's undefeated, and it hasn't lost a troop yet. And we're doing unrestricted PvP where we're fighting the hardest fights. And that's the only thing I can do to simulate Guild Wars, really. And I mean, I've done well so far in Guild Wars. I think the very, very first Guild Wars, I lost one fight. And then I haven't lost ever since. So, I mean, you might not be, like, super on board about this team. But just keep that in mind. I'm fighting hard guilds. And I pretty much have only lost one fight the entire Guild Wars. And I'm always getting sets. I'm getting good amount of points. Like, I kind of know what I'm doing here. But it also doesn't feel awesome, and it is a little bit slow. But, you know, it's probably what I'm going to go with. I just can't think of anything that would be... What about Immortal Empyrean? Is he... He's Nexus. What's up with that? Oh, it's because we're in the PvP, so he's the Immortal. But, you know, I mean, if you're doing Archduke, you're just going to have to get lucky that he actually instant kills, because if he doesn't, then it's the enemy's turn and they could go off to the races. So I'm kind of scared of doing him. Amnesia's just too much mana cost for when you already have like an empowered converter and a weapon that's doing mana generation. You don't want like 3 mana generators, so what are you going to use her instead of? So I don't like her. Succubus Queen just seems like the best option. She hits so hard that she's one-shotting. So you get to choose something on the enemy team and kill it, and also punch above and below as long as they're not... As long as you choose something that's not entangled, I guess. Then it has a summon, guaranteed summon for sure, like while Archduke has to kill to get the summon. So it has to be... Archduke has to get a kill to summon, and you have to have a slot open for it to summon. So that's like multiple things have to be lined up for it to actually summon something. While Succubus Queen can summon just if you cast her. And like, what else is there, you know? You got Astaroth, which I said, you know, if you have that, it's not going to win any fights with its damage, but it could save you with its demonic portal gems. But also, Succubus Queen summons every single time she casts, so I still like her better than this. She's guaranteed to kill whatever you target. She's going to do splash damage too, and she's guaranteed to summon. This guy, like, might summon, and he's doing weak AoE damage, so I still like Succubus Queen the best. The only thing I wish I had was this. The only thing I wish I had was Immortal Pharnax, and I might use it instead of, like, I don't know what, but I might build a team around it, and, like, I don't know where I would put it, but I would try to use it if I had it. That's the only thing I'm, like, sad that I don't have. Maybe Demonic Sentinel, too. Like, these two are the ones that, I wish I had, so just as options. I don't even know if I would use them, but they're good. Especially this. But I don't see another way to even... Like, what else are you going to do? So, this is probably what I'm going to use. This is the only weapon that's realistic. Infernal King's the only thing that uses purple that's any good, really. The only empowered troops that you have convert to purple. And then this was the best option as far as damage and killing and summoning and all that. So I just don't see a team being better than this that you could make. That's what I'm going to go with. If you want to see team code, there you go. The problem with it mainly was it being slow. Slow to start. So I was putting Gatekeeper in second slot to protect it more. But then it was taking too long for stuff to get up. It was getting blocked on yellow. It could only take brown then. And Infernal King costs way more. It's 18 mana cost, while this is 14. So I'd rather have the thing with 14 mana cost be able to take yellow and brown. And get up quicker to get up everybody else. That's why it's in the order it's in. And you could put maybe Succubus Queen up a slot. Infernal King might get up off Lamash too. But if you get up Infernal King, it helps you get up Succubus Queen sometimes by changing brown to red. That's why it's kind of ahead of Because Succubus Queen can't help get up anybody else. She can't help get up anybody else. She's just there for damage and summoning. But she also steals life, so that's another reason to put her up a slot. She's going to be gaining life. But if they kill this Infernal King, it might resurrect too, which is kind of cool. So I don't know. If you put Succubus Queen in second and put Infernal King in third, I don't know that I would hate it. Probably go either way. This is the way that was working for me, though. And then Lamashtu gets free damage, yellow to purple. You could use the other thing, the Herald. But she also does damage, so that's why I chose her. You only cast her when you have alignment. Yellow to purple, and then you get free damage. And you fill your Infernal King, and then hopefully you have alignment on this, and you fill your Succubus Queen, and then you cast this, and you kill the most dangerous thing on their team, hopefully do even more damage, and gain life, and summon if you need it. And then just do everything all over again and win. All the while tying them up with Elementalist. Unless we can use every weapon, then I'll change to some other weapon. But if it's Blighted Lands weapons only, which I think it's going to be, then there's nothing like Gatekeeper's the only good thing. So that's Guild Wars. I set my defense, which I also might change that. And we went over what's going to be my offensive team. I'm like on Thursday, I'm probably going to use that team. Like I can't think of a different team, so I doubt I'm going to be using something different. So you just saw my team there, probably. And then I put on 2 Orpheus and an Anu as my medals. That's PvP. Good morning, Beg. Or that's Guild Wars. Let's go do Eldrazhor. Faction Assault. Gonna say it every time. Do your faction event. Somebody asked me a question in the comments. They said, how do you get glory orbs? How do you farm glory orbs? I said, well, first thing you want to do is the vault event. It's the main thing. Do more vault event, you'll get more vault keys. You'll have more chances at chaos orbs. Which get every chaos orb you can get is how you get glory orbs. How you get power orbs, how you get glory orbs, how you get minion orbs, how you get any orb is get every chaos orb you can get. So, mostly the way to farm that is to do the vault event. Get more vault keys, open more vault keys, get more chaos orbs. But the other way you do that is by doing all your events. Because there's orbs of chaos in the rewards for every event. Orb of chaos. Chase every orb you can. That's how you get Zul'Goth, how you get Dagonath, that's how you get CT, that's how you get glory orbs, that's how you get minion orbs, that's how you get purple orbs to get mythics, and that's how you get them. You got to get every single one of them. When I was trying to craft Zul'Goth, I was chasing every orb of chaos. I still do, but that's what started me doing it. I wanted Zul'Goth, so I started going after every orb of chaos. And now I want to level my kingdom level in power, so I'm still going after every orb of chaos. So to farm orbs of chaos to get orbs is to do vault event. But also do every event. Whether you have Eldrazhor on 500 or not, whether you have your whole faction, your whole underworld on maxed out with all the stats, who cares? It's these rewards here. It's not about what level your underworld's on or your faction or anything. It's about these rewards that they're going to give you for doing the event. That's why you do it. And then the 250,000+ gold that you get for doing it. And then the rewards for every room. And then the rewards for every layer. And it's just reward stacked on reward, stacked on reward, stacked on reward. Which is way better than doing just whatever you're doing. Most likely. So you're either going to be doing it for free. Which most people will just do it for free. They'll go to level 90. They don't even have to buy anything here. And you get just tons of gold and all the rewards. For free. For like 15 to 20 minutes to 30 minutes worth of work, real quick. Or you're going to buy up to the weapon, because you don't have it, and it's a great time to do it. Just makes sense. Gives you more turns, more stats, more potions. While you get the event done, might as well buy the weapon. It's not good or anything, but you just want to get it. And then maybe you're doing pure 500, deathless 500. You're going to have to buy up to tier 7. You're going to have to buy tier 7 multiple times. You probably have been thinking ahead and upping your horde level and upping your quality and saving gems for this because it costs like 2,500+ gems to do this. So you would have already known you were going to do it. You're not just going to all of a sudden do it today. If you're going to do pure 500, deathless 500, max out Eldrazhor, you would have already known. You would have already been preparing. So you're not just going to all of a sudden do it. So most people are just doing it for free. They already have the weapon. They're going to go to level 90 real fast, get 250,000 plus gold, chaos orbs, all this stuff, plus rewards for every room and every layer. So make sure you do all the rooms, right? Do all of them. Don't just rush straight across, or you're not going to get all rewards. You have to do all the rooms. That's how you get all rewards. You do all rooms. Do them in treasure multiplier order, or don't, but the safest way to do it. Grab my tribute. I'll go make teams in the underworld so I don't have to waste my sigils and waste your time. Eldrazhor is right here. I don't know where I'm at here. Let's just make our teams first, maybe. Yeah, okay. So this is one where you can just do your Rowan team. So it's green and purple. If you're a beginner, you're very familiar with this team. You've been farming City of Thieves over and over and over and over every day, 3 times a day, right? To get all the awesome legendaries down there, like Queen Beatrix, King Gobdrevel, yada yada yada, Shagarath, Magma Dragon, yada yada. You've been using this. You're familiar with it, right? You can level a class while you do it. Golden Cog, Clockwork Sphinx, Rowan, and Leprechaun. So I will show the team code. It's your low-level team. Nightweaver. You can use whatever class. Nightweaver was the last class I was leveling, so that's probably why it's on there. But whatever class you want here. Especially with this team. Because you don't really have to get up your hero super fast. Sometimes you don't even have to cast it, because your Rowan has enough damage, or your Clockwork Sphinx gives her enough armor. It's just boosted off her armor. Clockwork Sphinx gives armor, so does Golden Cog. Leprechaun gets her up. Alright, let's run a couple fights. You said you don't have the Mythic or Gatekeeper, but I have Immortal Pharnax and Fiendfire. Could I use those two instead? Yeah, that sounds good, man. Maybe put Immortal Pharnax in first slot, then Fiendfire. Make sure you use Lamash too to get your Fiendfire up. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that'd probably work. That, or you're gonna make your entire team from Blighted Lands and like make your hero class from Blighted Lands, and you can use a different weapon maybe. I didn't really check on that, but it's like you almost have to use Elementalist, so you can't use those weapons that say from Blighted Lands or Demon, because then you're gonna be only using like 3 troops that are from Blighted Lands or 3 troops that are Demon or whatever, and then when you cast the weapon, it's not gonna do enough of the colors to actually get an extra turn. You're just gonna pass your turn to the enemy. So yeah, it's pretty much Gatekeeper or Fiendfire. So yeah, if you don't have Gatekeeper you can get in the Soul Forge though, just by the way, so you could have it if you wanted it. Succubus Queen though, I didn't even think about that somebody might not have it. I don't know, when I think of guild, I don't know. I didn't think about that, dang it. Well, you know, we'll be running it on Friday and Saturday, so I don't know, man. But yeah, that sounds okay. Especially if you don't have Succubus Queen, maybe you're not in like a tippy top guild, so you know, Immortal Pharnax is gonna do great for you, I think. So Immortal Pharnax, Fiendfire, Lamash 2, and you know, probably Immortal Pharnax, Fiendfire, Infernal King, Lamash 2 if you don't have Succubus Queen, but you do have Immortal Pharnax. Alright, we're going to do... I'm just going to run straight across because we're just showing teams, but you would do every room, of course, if you're doing the faction event. Good question, though, Daniel. Hello, Florian. Morning beg, if I didn't say it. So ideally, the Leprechaun would just get up my Rowan, but if not, you can cast your Clockwork Sphinx on blue. Get used to this team if you're a beginner. Eventually you'll put Mirage Queen on there instead of Leprechaun. Or instead of Clockwork Sphinx. Let's do blue. So Clockwork Sphinx is cool because it can get up Rowan and it gives it armor for more damage. And you can get it easily. Alright, so that's our low-level team. If I had to choose a class, I would say Archer or Titan, or level up your Elementalist. If you just want, like, hey, tell me a team, tell me the class. Like, I don't want to decide on my own. I'd say do Elementalist until you get it to 100. If you got your Elementalist on 100, then do Titan until you get it to 100. If you got your Titan and your Elementalist on 100, do Archer until you get it to 100, because it's green, it'll do a green storm, it'll help your Rowan. Alright, so that's low level. Let's do mid and high. We got green and purple. It's like a weird combo where we can't use Essentia or Mirage Queen. So in that case, I would probably do just triple Pharaoh Khafru, I guess. That odd instance where you actually do 3 of them. Or you could do a Leprechaun. If you're not confident in your 3 Khafrus, you could throw a Leprechaun on the bottom. This is your high level. You have everything in the game. And you just want to know what's the fastest to hurry up and get this done. It would be this. It's very bougie, though. Got an explode potion, we got the Khafru exploding a bunch, we got an Anu on, so hopefully that's enough to get up the Chrysantherax. If it's not getting up for you, you could do a Leprechaun instead of the 3rd Khafru, or if you only have 2 Khafrus, do a Leprechaun instead. See how fast this goes? Like, this is what I'm going to be doing for my faction event. And it will take me like 15 to 20 minutes. And you literally, I promise you'll get, if you're doing it right, you know, if you have your quality on 10, you're doing treasure multiplier order, you're doing every room, you're doing all the way to level 90, like I promise, if you keep track, you'll get at least 200,000 gold, at least. I've been getting around 250,000. And I will take a screenshot. I will only do the faction event. It'll take me 15 to 20 minutes, and then I will take another screenshot, and it's always around 250,000 gold. Like, one time it was like 244, one time it was like 225, one time it was like 280. And it's not an exaggeration. I don't really mean like 20,000 gold. It's actually 200,000. And that's just like the extra, it's extra on top of all the other rewards, like the orbs and stuff. That's if you want to just, you have everything in the game and you want to just get it over with as quickly as possible. Chrysantherax, triple Khafru. Alright, now I'll make a mid for people that don't have that. We got green, we got purple. Got green, we got purple. What's the best thing you could do with that? Green and purple. Queen Beatrix comes to mind. Phenoxia comes to mind. That's what I usually do. It's almost always... This is like my, this is the team I make right after I've been using Rowan for a very long time. This is usually the team right after that. Like if you're looking like, well, what's the next team? After Goblins, after Rowan? Well, for me, it was Venoxia Queen Beatrix.
Hey, come here.
Weapon, we could do, we haven't used the wand yet, but, you could do Essence of Evil, you could do Mountain Crusher, you could do any weapon that you want for real, but, guess I'll do wand. The crap is it?
They shall feel my fury.
I'm gonna put it, like, right here. Way it can catch, all the other colors. Alright, our whole team is green. And we are, you know, we got purple, so green, purple. And what do we not? Okay, we got red. And then class, I like to do archer with this team. Green storm, 50% start. Alright, let's see how it goes. It'll be fine. There's Venoxia, hits harder than you would think. Boom. Finish him off. And the reason I do this team after Rowan is mostly for the dungeon. Rowan, like, sometimes we'll have trouble with the dungeon if you get the wrong traps. So, if you target this team after your Rowan team, you can do the dungeon easier with Royal Honey, and doesn't matter what traps you get then. And then you might just like it and use it instead. But Rowan's easier to level classes with, so you should probably keep using Rowan when you can. Get that Elementalist to 100, get that Titan to 100, get all those good classes to 100. Alright, so there's your 3 teams to get the dang thing done. If you don't have Chrysanthrax, Triple Caffrey, use something like Queen Beatrix Venoxia or Rowan, Golden Cog, Sphinx. I would do Rowan right now and not even feel like annoyed. Like, I like Rowan. It's fast. It's fine. I could do it today. I wouldn't mind. If you don't have none of that, don't feel bad if you're doing the Rowan team, because it's still pretty good, pretty fast. Level your classes up. Alright, I don't even know. What's the pure faction for this? Let's go look. I have them all done, but it's not like I just did them yesterday, so we usually do it from scratch pretty much. This is what we're working with here. Is this the one with the tomb spider thing? Florian, you want a giant defense? Okay, just, it'll have to be after this since I'm already doing it, but I'll do it for you, man, if you can hang out for a minute. Just let me know, though, if you can't. You're a freaking member, dude, so if you can't, let me know. Classic says Quarm is coming back up soon, made an agreement with Daybreak. Woo! Alright, man. Happy for you. That's good news. Bear says I'm still pissed off because Kukulkan is still not in the Soul Forge and it's been almost a year since its release. Yeah, I've seen that on the forums, man. Supposedly it's in the rotation though, so we're just kind of waiting for it to pop up in the Soul Forge now. At least it's in there. There's some stuff like Bahamut that's not even in there yet. That was from March or something, so at least it's in there. It's gonna pop up eventually. It's just a matter of time now. So that's a good thing. Alright, what do we do here, y'all? We got Deep Elven Rogue. Sometimes I like look at all the words and I combine them because I'm stupid, so I'll say Dilp. Deep Elven Rogue. Eliminate 50 attack from an enemy, then inflict 3 random status effects. Got Deep Huntsman. Okay, so this is the key to victory, I think. You want to make sure your Tomb Spider is like fully, you know, make sure you have a Tomb Spider like fully traded, fully folied. Even though it's not part of Eldrazhor, there's a pretty good chance you're going to end up summoning it. When your Deep Huntsman dies, it's a 100% chance to summon a Tomb Spider on death. So Tomb Spider is pretty much part of your team. So make sure you have it fully folied, maybe even metalled, because it's going to help you win. We almost want to look at that real quick, you know? Like, can't really look at it here, but go to our collection. Clear filter. Go look at the Tomb Spider. It's going to be on our team most likely, unless we just get really lucky and win quickly. Just picked Spider or something. Tomb Spider, most likely going to be in our team, so... Flicked Web, Hunter's Mark, and Death Mark on the first enemy, then deal damage to them. It's going to be Hunter's Marking. It's cool. Alright, we're on 500. Eldrazhor. So we gotta put him on there, basically. Got Deep Magus, damage to all, then Curse and Web. Deep Spider, deal damage to an enemy, boosted by cursed and webbed enemies, then poison them. Got Matron Valine, deal damage to an enemy, there's a 10% chance to kill them, boosted by cursed and webbed enemies. Curse and Web, a random enemy, magic 4 more gems. I think we'd want to use her. I think what I did... I think I did like double Deep Huntsman, double Matron Valine or something. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is what I did. That way we have we have 6 things on our team, you know? And then we have 2 ways to try for an instant kill. Plus we're doing damage. If we don't get the instant kill, we're doing damage. And then the Deep Huntsman is going to summon the spider when it dies, no matter what. So we have 6 things on our team. Not just 4. I think that's what I went with. And our banner's fine. There's Purifaction. I want to change my metals. What are we gonna do? Could do Nisha, or we could do Seasons. Guess I'll go with Nisha's. Alright, I'm gonna go for it. I don't know how hard Eldrazhor is supposed to be, but there's only 3 fights first of all. We have 6 things on our team, so I don't think it's gonna be too bad. Should be one of the easier ones, right? No problem, Florian. Just stay tuned. This shouldn't take too long. It's only 3 fights, and it seems pretty easy to me for a Purifaction. We got the purple extra turn. So I always do these on live stream. I'm not just guessing at it. I have them all done. My whole underworld is done, fully complete. I got all the stats, all the renown, and I show them on live stream too, like every Tuesday. Anytime we have one on the weekend. Not just trying to remember what it was. I'm actually doing it. We're taking skulls. Got Matron Valine. She has a 16... That's a 26% chance right now. You could wait, I guess. Cursed and webbed enemies. I'll wait like a sec here. Yeah, we got them both now. We don't want to like leave them up too long, because then they won't be taking in mana and doing... You know, we don't want to be leaving them up too long, but... Alright, now we got 3 things cursed and webbed. So she has a 34% chance to instant kill. We should probably do it. And I'll do the... It won't let me pick, so I'll do this one. Didn't get the kill. You kind of want to, if you're in an instant kill, you want to kill something that you haven't touched yet. So it's eliminating the most HP and armor as possible. Alright, we still have 3 things, so I think that's a good time to try it again. 34%. This thing still has more. Got it. Alright, let's get them up again. I'm gonna take skulls. So we don't get hit so much. Got this. That. Could do this. Working on that first guy. Alright, 2 down. We should probably do this before we kill anything else, and then it's like the most we're gonna get, so 26% chance. They're both webbed and cursed, so there's no way we can get more. So now's the time to try it. Nice! Got another one. Ah, I'm entangled, you idiot. What an idiot. They're hitting me. Alright, we're not entangled now. Get skulls, I'm gonna take them. 1 HP left. Probably this. Alright, that's the first fight. Just 2 more to go. Went pretty smooth. Maybe I should put Orpheus on, though. I don't really need the Nisha as bad. Like, I'm hoping for the instant kill, so we don't need Nisha so bad. I think I'm gonna do triple Orpheus. Take care of that web and entangle. Alright, 2 more. Did everyone take the survey that Gems of War put out? And next time I'll keep a list of things that I want them to improve the next time they do another survey. I haven't. I meant to. Maybe I can do that Friday or Saturday on stream. I meant to make like a video about it. Like just take the survey on video, but I just haven't had time yet. But yeah, remember there's a survey out there. I guess we'll do this. And as long as there's no extra turn, I'm going to do it again. And same thing. Keep doing it. I think I can get skulls here, though. Alright, we got Matron Valine, but nobody is webbed or cursed yet, so I'm going to hold it for now. Alright, there we got somebody. Still only 1, but we have nothing else going on, so I guess I'm gonna try it. It's only an 18% chance. Let's try for web spinner. Ah, man. Okay. So we take the skulls. Some green. Get green and red. We don't need red, but might as well get it out of here. Skulls again. Got all that purple. Alright, what do we got? 26% chance. We try it. Yes, got rid of the web spinner. Nice. Deep Huntsman. Okay, pretty good again. We got 26 again. We might try it. I don't think this thing can be webbed anyway, so it's not like we're going to get more. Let's go for, since she can't be webbed or cursed, I'm going to try to kill her. So we'll still have we'll have more boost ratio if she dies. Like, not more, but we won't have any less. Oh, they killed my first Deep Huntsman. That's okay, though. That was a freaking, death mark that went off. That's fine. It's kind of almost a good thing, because now we can hit harder with skulls. We'll like do Hunter's Mark, have a death mark, another way to instant kill. Like, it's almost a good thing. We can now take red and brown, like, at least red. Another color on our team. Unless it dies, dude. Come on, bro. This is kind of a hard second fight. Oh, nice. Didn't get up.
Mana surge.
Man, they're really trying to kill that thing.
Mana surge.
They're really trying. And if I take purple, they get skulls. There might not be anything else, though. I hate when that happens, when you have no choice. Like, you're pretty much killing your own troop. That's all we got. Ah. Alright, we need an instant kill. Nope. Uh-oh. Thing die already? Jeez. I feel like I've hit it a million times with skulls. Well, you only get the summon when you die, which kind of sucks, but it's better than... we pretty much still have 4 troops at the moment.
Mana surge.
Of course they got skulls off of that.
Mana surge.
Please not kill that thing. I would like to make it to the next fight.
Mana surge.
Alright, here we go. Come on. Jeez! Tried her 3 times without an instant kill. With 2 things webbed and cursed. It's not like I don't have any. Alright, they want me to get hit by skulls, of course. I don't really want to.
Mana surge.
Then you get no mana for not taking the freaking brown. We got purple here.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
Okay, I got a kill. I don't want to get hit, but I'm gonna get hit. Yep. Alright, let's get out of here with these 3. That'd be great. Come on, dude. Thank you. Finally got an instant kill. Alright, get out of here with the Deep Huntsman, please. Come on.
Mana surge. Mana surge. Mana surge.
Man, Skull's in 2 spots again. They got 233. We only got an 18% chance. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do this, I think, and hope that there's no skulls, but it's probably gonna be. If I hit them with skulls, they die. Never mind. Cool. Alright. I almost made a mistake there. I was thinking like skull hit, then they hit me with skulls, then I die. But they were low enough on health that I could kill them with the skull, so it's fine. Alright, we're going into the last fight with pretty much 4 troops. We got the Deep Huntsman who has a 100% chance to summon, so that's cool. We still pretty much have our team too. We had 2 Deep Huntsmen, 2 Matrons. Now we only have 1 Deep Huntsman, but it's fine. We still have the same thing. Should be able to do it. What up, Weezamon? Might be tough, but we're gonna try. It's the hardest, one of the hardest things to do in the game here. Pure 500.
Mana surge.
Nice, free skull hit. Let's do it again.
Mana surge.
We got Matron, we got a lot of stuff webbed, a lot of stuff cursed. Who's the most annoying on their entire team? I mean, I don't want to get instant killed, so I might go after their Matron. Nobody's up now. Got purple.
Mana surge.
3 skulls. Alright, here we go. Up only 2, but let's go for it. Got her. Alright. Now it's they got the this guy is gonna have the tomb spider as well. So really it's 4 versus 4 right now. We just evened the odds.
Mana surge.
We're not ahead yet. Just even the odds with that instant kill.
Mana surge.
What do we got? Brown? Alright, they webbed me. That's annoying. We got Orpheus though. Let's do this. Alright. Nobody's webbed. Nobody's cursed. But there is nothing going on otherwise. So I think I'm just going to go for it. Okay, so we cleansed. Let's do this. They're killing my attack. Like they're draining the crap out of my attack, but it does suck. Skulls are really doing not too much for us now. Just have to keep that in mind. Like this skull hit would just be so they don't hit me with skulls, for real. Same thing once again, so they don't hit me. More a defensive skull than an offensive skull at this point. And we got Matron. They're all cursed. They're all... This is the best we're going to get. 34% chance. Let's get this first, though. Extra turn. Alright, come on, baby. Oh, you butthole. Alright, another chance. Oh, come on. That's 2 34% chances. Gotta take the skulls just to not get hit by them ourselves. I think green's better than brown. Yeah. Actually, if you take brown, there's more green on the board to, like, blow up, I guess. Green has a better boost, like, mana surge chance. The banner. Come on, baby. Can we do it first try? I'm not going to try again, so hopefully. Alright, they're all cursed. They're all webbed. Best chance we have, again. We've already tried this multiple times. If it's a 34% chance, it should go off right now, because we've already tried it twice. This is our 3rd try. Like, if that's how... It's not how it works, but you know what I mean. 34% chance that we're trying for the 3rd time. You think it would go off right now. Woo! Got it. Alright, that's, 2 down, 3 to go. Almost got that first slot dead, too. Nothing going on. Alright, they're both webbed. They're both cursed. That's the best we're going to get right now. It's a 26% chance. We're going to go after the last thing on the team, hopefully, unless it's stealthy. Stealthy. Well, then I'm going to hold it, because I don't want to be... I don't want to, like, hit that thing with my instant kill. Because it's going to die just to the damage. I'd rather kill it with skulls or something. Or just explosions. I don't know. We only got 82 HP on our first slot, though. They're about to get something else in. Huh. Okay, so that was fine. That was good. Alright. Do that. take that. Alright, so they're both web, both cursed. It won't let me choose the one on the bottom, so we have to do this one. Missed it. Missed it again. Jeez. Okay, well we got ours now. It's 3 on 2. Now we have something with attack, at least. But they can kill it so quick, it doesn't really have much defense and whatnot. Oh, come on, green, where you at? I would hate to just have the 2 Matron Valines. Oh, no. Come on, baby. It's at least Hunter's Market. Be a cool name for a store. Hunter's Market. Here we go. Got a Hunter's Mark. Oh! I don't know, man. We might lose. What the heck? After all of this? I need this instant kill so bad right now. Come on, baby. That one's death marked. I wish I could choose the other one, but I don't think I can. Come on, that's 3! They're ripping me off. Now these skulls are going to do dookie. Dang, how are we going to lose this? Okay, death mark. That's from our Tomb Spider. About to just... Come on, give me it. Give me it. Give it to me. Give it to me. Ready? Ah, come on. Need that little tiny % chance of an instant kill, please. That way we can get out of here. Get it done. First try. Get it done. Come on.
Mana surge.
The stupid skulls I gotta take.
Mana surge.
No! Don't hit me with skulls. And we got them both up. This one's death marked. I'm gonna cast it first. Come on, bro. Give it to me. Yeah! Alright. Pure 500 done on my first try. Let's go. So Deep Huntsman, Matron is what I do, and worked for me. So you get six troops. The Tomb Spider. If you did 4 Deep Huntsman, I wouldn't hate that, because you would have 8, pretty much 8 on 4. But I like the Matrons to try to do the instant kills. So any combination of Deep Huntsman and Matron. If you want to do 3 Deep Huntsman and 1 Matron, or if you want to do 1 Deep Huntsman and 3 Matrons, but I like the little, like 2 and 2 feels the best to me. And there's the team code one more time. Dungeons used to be good, now they're dookie if you don't get a perfect run. I agree. Bear says I open the doors. If it's not perfect, I don't do it at all. That's what I do as well. But I only recommend that for people that have every single mythic. You don't need to craft any. Or you have like a giant stack of diamonds at least. Because you want to be doing your dungeon every day. If you don't have jewels, for example, like there's people out there missing jewels that can't craft deeds, that can't craft weapons. Like they're looking for jewels. Don't skip your dungeon if you ever run anywhere near close to running out of jewels or diamonds or shards or anything like that. You have to do your dungeon every day. There's no excuse. But I'm never gonna... I have so many, and I don't need mythics, and I don't need weapons, and I don't need legendaries. You know, I do need deeds, but I need writs instead of jewels, so that's not my problem. So there's no reason for me to be doing dungeon for real, except for to just stack up more stuff that I already have too much of. But most people should continue to do it. I would say 90% of people out there should be doing their dungeon every day, no matter what. Alright, let's do Deathless. And then we'll be done, and then we can go show Florian's giant defense. I always look for Zul'Goth and High King Irongut, but I don't think we have High King Irongut this time, right? He is blue, brown, and yellow. We got green and purple. What would I do for that? And we got Zul'Goth. Wonder if we should do Dagonath. I haven't had access to him for a Deathless yet. Usually do Zul'Goth. We don't even have Centurigon. Kinda weird. I don't really know what to do for this Deathless. Is he even there? What's his name? I don't think he's here either, huh? Well, in this case, I would probably do, I guess Zul'Goth CT. Just a couple of instant kills and hope for the best.
They shall feel my fury.
This is blue, red, and purple. That's green, yellow, brown. Okay. Then probably just a leprechaun. Usually if I don't have High King Irongut, I do Zul'Goth CT, but this is like the only one where you can't do High King Irongut or CT. And you can't do the Truffle Shuffle either, because you need blue or brown with the green. So let's try this. Do green... Green, I don't know, purple maybe? We got green, yellow, brown, blue, red. We have every single color, so... let's do this maybe? No. I really want green on top. Oh well, let's just do this. Class, we do Elementalist, because we don't want to die, that's the whole point. We got 3 Orpheus, okay. We're on 500. So this is what I'm gonna try. I think the combo of the Essence of Evil and the Elementalist should get us through. And we have 2 instant kills to kill the enemy that has really high stats. Let's try it. Whoa, Sauna's here. How's it going? How you feeling? You're late. Maelstrom Dagonath. Yeah, he wasn't there. I don't think he's not those colors, I guess. I don't normally like this team, but it's all we got. Like when CT came in, everybody was trying it with Zul'Goth, and that wasn't my type of thing. But I'll go ahead and tie up their first slot for now, because I'm trying not to die. See, they just hit me with skulls. That could have sucked. Luckily, I did that. And we got CT. Let's get, let's just cast it. Cool. Let's do it again. Doesn't backfire as bad as Zul'Goth, so... Even though they're... Well, he's not entangled. Dang! Mana surge. Alright, we just need to get one more kill. Come on, baby. Get out of this fight. Mana surge. Tie him up and we're good to go. Okay, that's 1 down, 2 to go. Can I do both on my first try? Pure and Deathless 500 on my first try. Can I do it? Always exciting to see, at least for me. I know Tuesdays aren't the most popular live stream, but if you want to see the skills of Sony Cool, that's Tuesday. And this weekend because of Guild Wars, but like Monday I'm just going over news pretty much and teams. If you want to see me actually play the game and show how good I am at it, it's Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. Probably taking green. Want that essence of evil, baby. Okay. They're all tied up. Let's just start shooting some instant kills. I am going to take... I like this. It's lots of mana. Yeah, got up. Alright, 2 down. 1 to go. Let's hope we don't die to a death mark or an instant kill or something like that, because it could happen. She's right there, so we're going to try to kill her first. But they don't have that. We got our Essence of Evil. We're going to tie up their first slot because it's not tied up yet. We got CT, let's take out their Matron. Got Zuli Pants. Doesn't really matter. Almost there. Hey, I did it! Pure and Deathless Eldrazhor on my first try on 500. There you go. If you somehow need... Hey, you can reference this in the future. You don't have to be doing it today. It's in the title. You can look it up. Cynical, Eldrazhor, Pure, or something. Gems of War, Cynical, Gems of War, Eldrazhor, Pure. Just look that up. Okay, let's go check out PvP for Florian. Florian wants a giant defend team. We go to Guild Wars, dummy. I'll take a look at it since you're a member. No, I'd take a look for, you know. Guild Wars. Alright, so I set up at the Palace just because nobody else is defending it. And that's the most important place to defend, but I might change that later. So let's look at Giant. See, I don't want to change it, so I'm gonna go. I'll go to like my collection and make one. I don't want to be like changing my team. I think I have to. I already got my team locked in. Oops. Let's do Giant Defend. Might help some of y'all out there if you're not going to defend the Palace, which your Palace could be a different color anyways. So me defending the Palace might be like the least relatable. So I think you guys could have a different color Palace, right? So we'll do Giant. Which you can use any weapon with Giant restriction, right? Giant. So you want to make a sweaty, stinky wrestler team. Oh, sweaty, stinky. Alright, we got an instant kill here. That could be annoying. Jotnar does barriers. That's kind of annoying. This guy's creating Uber Doomskulls. That's kind of annoying. There's a lot of annoying stuff here. This thing's kind of annoying. Hendla summons. That's kind of annoying. Harry Bittis has chance to devour. That's kind of annoying. Alright, so you know the first thing I look for is empowered. Let's see if there's anything empowered. So that's defense 101 is like empower. Get yourself going. Alright, we don't have anything. This This is kind of funny, but it's if they're a goblin. Alright, so we don't have any empowered troops. What we're going to have to do instead is probably make our hero Titan so we can 50% start our whole team, I guess. You could just do the Balder thing. If you don't want to think about it too much, you could do like double Balder with Onyx Giant. Like, that's my usual giant team. I can show that real quick. Oh, you got Ogress? Ogress is cool. I usually do something like this, and we want a blue weapon. And you probably want a mana generating blue weapon. I think I usually do Osha's Tome. And we definitely need mana generation, so you can't do like... I mean, Wand would be okay. If you want to put your Balders in first slot, maybe. But Wand will get changed, so don't use Wand. Don't do Wand. I know it's what you want to do, but it'll get changed, so there's no point. There's no point of doing Wand. For a defend team, like, never do Wand of Stars. Usually do Osha's Tome, but I'd do Jar of Eyes. Have that summon.
They shall feel my fury.
And then you want to, like, Elementalist, you could do Elementalist, but if you do Titan, you get 50% start. Your whole team will get 50% start, and that's kind of like making up for you not having Empower. Just don't want a Brown Storm, really. Definitely want blue. I think I would go all in on the weapon. It's more like of an offensive team, but I'll make another one, but if you... This would be the first thing I would think of. And it's a lot of skulls and stuff, like that could hurt. And then you got a blue storm, you got a summon. You're putting up the Uber Doom Skulls. Oh, when you take skull damage, that's stupid. The AI might not use the Onyx Giant very good, though. But they can't, like, screw up Balder. It's a cool thing with Balder is, like, the AI can't screw that up, at least. This would work for blue defense, too. I don't know how good it would be, though. But that's what I would do for offense. Let's try to make, like, the stinkiest, sweatiest giant team. I think, like, I might want a giant sentinel in first slot. I don't know if you have that or not. Weapon, we can use any weapon we want. Makes me want to use Trick and Treat. That's like the most annoying weapon for the enemy. Doesn't really help your team, but it hurts the enemy team. Guess it grants you all positive stat effects. Remember, this is like a Hail Mary. You're just trying to somehow Hail Mary it. You're not trying to win every single fight. You're just trying to win some of them sometimes. Try this dude. Just for instant kill. Maybe Ogress. She's got the Fortress Gate thing. They're probably gonna stun you, but she also gets up really fast. Like, this would be pretty funny. Be pretty funny. I'd probably stick with Titan. If I'm going to do a giant defense, 50% start the whole team. Banner. Probably all Ogress. Brown and green. I want to get her up. Using blue, green, brown, yellow, red. We're using every single color, so... Get minus yellow or purple. Pack banner. Alright, so that's 2 defend teams for you. I don't know. If you don't have the Sentinel and you don't have, like, Trick and Treat, you could do the Balder Onyx Giant one. Never gonna tell you how many you win either, so I can't. You're not even gonna know if the team did good or not. Guess if your guild wins the day, you hope that your team helped. This is pretty sweaty and gross. Giant Sentinel, 50% skull reduction, double skull damage versus cursed. Curse and freeze when enemies deal skull damage to me. Explode a column, gain life. If any enemy is cursed, create 8 blue giant gems. And then Ogress is going to be starting with 50% mana, so it'll have 5 out of 11. It only needs to get 6 more. Our whole banner went all in on her, so hopefully she just gets up really quickly. And then she also has 50% skull reduction. She summons a Fortress Gate when she dies. And she'll get up your whole team with her spell. And then once she does that, this starts getting casted on the enemy, which makes up for you not using Elementalist, kind of. This thing sucks. I hate when the enemy's using this. And then you have a little chance even for an instant kill. Boosted by frozen and bleeding enemies, and you're going to be freezing and bleeding and freezing some more. So he's your real way of killing, and everything else on the team's just annoying. So these 3 are annoying, and this one's the one that's going to kill. So there you go. Hopefully that helps out Florian. Palace is brown for you? Yeah, I thought it would be different. Alright, let's see what y'all are saying. I got everything done that I was going to do today. And we're at the 2-hour mark, which is a nice little stream. Sauna with the gifted, thank you so much. You're a legend. Oh, yeah? Running out there by yourself? We were at the gas station sliding it in sideways yesterday. But we kind of, you know, we had to go back home. We forgot, yeah. We went back home. We went in the garage, put it up. And Sauna's going out there to just check on it for us. Get it ready. She's probably out there revving it in the driveway for you know, Friday. We just did a little run. We did a little burnout. We went to the gas station. Went to the gas station, did a burnout and all that yesterday. So today, took it back to the house. In the driveway, you know, revving the engine, scratching our scratchers, putting on our new pack of undies, stuff like that. But we're back in the garage, back in the driveway. Sauna's keeping it tuned up for us. Maybe we'll go crazy and do a burnout Friday. Alright, let's see what y'all were saying, then I'm going to get out of here. Yeah, I crafted a Maelstrom Dagonath. Tube Steak Tuesday, says Classic. Are you going to go back to doing Quarm content, Classic, if you're still here? Or are you going to keep doing what, like, there's probably not enough, like, new games in Alpha and Beta for you to keep doing that. But that's been working for you, right? You probably have to do Quarm in between, and maybe you should keep doing that, though, like the Monsters and Memories and whatever that other Minecraft one was, and it seems to work pretty good. Probably give myself that advice, but I'm stuck in my ways. Beg says, what would the best blue Palace team be? I already did one. Let's see. It's on earlier in the stream, but and I don't know if it's the best, bro. I just made one. I talk about how my team building has gotten way better than it used to be, and I'm really confident now. But I'm still not, like, super confident in defend teams, because I don't build them very often. And I hate when people do, like, sweaty wrestler teams. So I have to, like, go against the grain, like, of how yeah. I have to like think like a sweaty wrestler, and I don't build those very often, so I'm not saying my defend teams are amazing. But you also don't have to win like every single fight. You just gotta get a couple people. I got the Ruby Weapon, the Grey King, Mirage Queen, the Bane of Mercy, Elementalist, Double Brown, Blue minus Yellow, I think. So I was, I'm going all in on the Grey King pretty much, who is like the PvP troop, the enemy you don't really want to see. Hoping that he gets him good. True damage. Ties them all the way up with the Elementalist. So I'm doing Elementalist and the Grey King, so hopefully I'm tying them the F up and silencing them and mana draining them and freezing them and all that stuff. And then this is also doing true damage to everything and blowing up Elementalist. So true damage and Elementalist type of stuff. Then I'm 50% starting my hero with Mirage Queen, and I got an Empowered Converter for my Grey King. So 2 true damagers that are doing all kinds of negative status effects. And then 1 for each for mana generation, for boosting. Like, Mirage Queen, 50% starting hero. Bane of Mercy, hopefully converting to purple for the Grey King. It's kind of like, with defend teams, you just want to, like, every once in a while, everything goes right and you win. If you can win, like, 1 out of every 5 fights with your defend team, it's probably pretty good. That's what I'm going to try. That was my first thought, and I might switch out of the palace anyway, so I'm not 100% I'm going to do this, but that's what I got set right now. And then I showed that giant team for Florian if you don't like that, or you'd have a different color. Alright. You're still breathing? Palace is brown for Florian. Beg says, Blue Palace, what do you think? Prismatic Orb, Takshaka, Venabarat. Yeah, that sounds alright too. Get a lot of mana generation real quick and then Takshaka the crap out of them. Classic says going to go back to Quorum, but I'm going to play Monsters and Memories when it comes out first quarter next year. I'm going to keep covering M&M, but I'm not really getting sucked into the AOA game, Minecraft looking game. I may continue to do the playtest weekends with it, but people seem to dig it a lot more than I do. It's basically EverQuest, but looks like Minecraft. Yeah, next week is Adana. Save your event keys, yep. See, I don't know how, like, I get checking out different MMOs, but it's like, if you're going to play an MMO, you almost have to only play one. But as a YouTuber, you can play multiples, I guess, just to... It would be tough for me to play something... Like, if I have time to play one, I'm playing P99, you know? It's difficult. It's hard to be like an MMORPG YouTube channel, because you'd have to have so much time to be playing more than like 1 or 2. Like, how the hell could you play 3 different MMORPGs like that? Those games take just to make a little bit of progress. You got to play for like 5 hours. So you could play for 5 hours on that game on like P99 and not even get a level. So it's difficult. I don't know. I think it's a good idea, like, to get some views, like, do a bunch of different MMORPGs, but I don't know, man. Be hard to, like, keep it up or something. Yeah, it is difficult. At one point in my life, I was raiding on WoW and EQ at the same time. Didn't last long. Yeah, I feel ya. I've raided the crap out of WoW. I never got to raid too much in EQ. I only raided, like, a couple times before I moved to WoW. It's like all my friends moved to WoW, so I moved with them. Then I was raiding, because I was like the right age to be able to like stay up all night, and at least I was pretty close. And then, yeah. It's the only game I really ever like was raiding every time they went on a raid, like at least going once a week and getting tier 1, tier 2, and you think what you'll do is when M&M comes out, I'll only play Quorum like 1 day a week while I focus on that and vice versa, right? It's probably the smartest thing. Sounds good. Alright, I'm going to get out of here, y'all. Thanks for joining me today. I will be back on Friday for the next live stream, which is going to be Guild Wars. We'll take our offensive team out for a spin, the one I made today. I'll let you know how I did Thursday. Wonder if I could stream Thursday. Would you guys be interested in a stream Thursday? Like, if I did an extra one, maybe? I could possibly do that since it's Guild Wars. If I can get my EverQuest for Wednesday and my Dark Souls for Thursday done before Thursday, then I'll potentially think about streaming like real quick on Thursday, Gems of War. It's like a horrible day to stream, but at least there's something interesting. It's Guild Wars. It's the first day, so I might consider it. I'll put up a community tab post if I decide. I'll put up a reminder, like Ghost Train stream thing, and I'll put up a community post if I decide to stream on Thursday. Like do an extra stream. Like I'll still stream Friday and Saturday, but maybe I'll also do Thursday. We'll see. Just because of Guild Wars, and that's it. Because if it was any other week, nobody would come. It's the class event. No one cares. People barely come on Tuesday, so that's why I don't stream on Thursday. But since it's Guild Wars and it's the first day, and we'll see how that team does, and then we'll have more information for Friday and Saturday, and so I don't know. We'll see. Might do it. Alright, like, share, subscribe, so you're joining. Helps a lot. Tell your good about the channel down below, and I'll see y'all next time. Special shout out to Sauna. Good to see you back. Thank you so much. You're a legend. Oh yeah, running out there. Cape of flowing, sword of shining. Keeping it nice and shiny, nice and clean. Making sure it's good to go for next time. Thanks for joining me today, Florian, Sauna, Classic, EverQuest. Florian, Beg for Mercy. Sauna's Gifted went to Rich Smith. Bear Razor was here today. Good to see you, Bear. Got Florian. We got Weezamon just with the LOL. I don't know what I was saying, but I'm sure it was funny. Weezamon back in the house. Daniel Lucas back again. Yoke the Ham. Appreciate you. Got Chad. We got Timothy. DeCorte. Or DeCourt. And Chad showing off there. Just showing it all. His 49 months. His puppet master. His 4 years of sinnership. That's crazy. Appreciate it, man. Daniel was first. Chad was second. Timothy was third. Who won the top fans thing? Who does YouTube like the most today? They like Florian. Florian's in first with 100. They like Bear, Razor, Classic, Beg, Chad, and Sauna next. You're all kind of in a tie for second. Florian, Bear, Classic, Beg, Chad, and Sauna is who YouTube likes today. Alright, y'all. Have a good one. I'll see you, tomorrow is EverQuest. Thursday, I might stream Guild Wars, but if not, it's Dark Souls from Soft Cheese. And then Friday, 100%, I'll be back to stream Guild Wars. So, if nothing else, I'll see you Friday, Saturday. Have a good one. Peace out. Thanks for joining me. I know you could be anywhere else, and I truly appreciate it. Later, dudes. Dudettes.